Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is to show you all how to have a food truck pro forma financial projections ready in about 30 minutes or less. So to accomplish this Herculean feat, what I am going to use is a financial model that is customized for the food truck industry, and y'all can purchase this on my website. And what I'll do is I'll show you where to purchase it on my website after I go through the video showing you how to customize it. All right, so first and foremost, I want to go ahead and set y'all's expectations. The pro forma financial model that I'm going to be using to customize, customize it for the food truck industry. It's a real good model to include in your business plan. So if you've already written your business plan and you need some financial projections, well, this financial model should meet your needs. And we'll go through it and let me show you how to use it and see if it's going to meet your needs or not. Also, this financial model is excellent for sales projections and benchmarking. So if you've already started your food truck and you want to know how many people you need to serve and every trip out, and you already you can estimate your variable costs and you can estimate your average ticket, well, using this financial model is going to be able to show you what you should anticipate for your cost to be, and also shows you what your profits are going to be, for the first 12 months. And also, using the financial model I'm going to show you, it does project it for the next 5 years as well. However, this financial model is not the end-all, be-all of all financial models ever built for food trucks. There are some limitations to it. One of the limitations is that I do put my financial model in Microsoft Excel. So if you have Google Docs, or if you have if you have Google Docs, or if you have Apple products, it's not going to transfer over. So you do need Microsoft Excel in order to use this financial model. And then also, I don't offer free phone support. If you've got questions about the financial model before you buy it, I'd be delighted to have a conversation. Pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. We can discuss the financial model and all the wonderful things it can do, and also some of the limitations of it before you buy it. But after you buy it, if you need assistance, I do refer you to tutorials such as this, and I do have numerous tutorials on how to use my financial models. All right, expectations set. Let's go ahead and give you all a little bit of background about me, and then we're going to dive into this food truck financial model to show you how you can have it ready in 30 minutes or less. All right, so about me. Again, named Paul Borosky, MBA, and I also am a financial modeler. I'm also a business plan writer. So if you need help writing up a business plan, or if you just need help with your financial projections, you don't want to deal with the hassle, please pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be absolutely delighted to assist. If you just need a little bit more oomph, a little bit more of a boost to get you up and above for your business plan or your financial projections, I do have several books that I've published for business plan writing, and also for understanding your financial statements and your financial projections. And those books are on Amazon. If you want some in-depth understanding on business plan writing and financial projections, definitely check me out on Amazon. And then finally, I am an adjunct finance and business professor. So I do have a little bit of education background with me. All right, so enough about me. Let's talk about your food truck and the financial model that I'm going to be using to show you all how to have your food truck financial projections in 30 minutes or less. So when you do go ahead and purchase my financial model and business plan template, the financial model is going to look like this. It's going to have 4 tabs. It's going to have an information page tab. It's going to have a projections tab, which is just a summary of all your financial highlights. Then it's going to have a profit and loss tab for year 1, which is going to be broken up to quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and then quarter 4. And then also month 1, month 2, month 3. And then it'll have month 4, month 5, month 6, month 7, 8, 9. And then over here, a little bit hidden, is going to be your months 10, 11, and 12. So this is your profit and loss statement for the next 12 months. And this final tab right here is going to be your pro forma income statement projections for the next 5 years. Year 1, 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Again, it's showing your revenues, expenses, and your net profits. In order to change your profit and loss statement and your income statement, all the information that you need to change is going to be on the information page. So any information that you change on the information page in the dark blue cells, that information will roll into your profit and loss statement and your income statement. So as you make these changes, your revenues and your profits are going to go up. So let's say, for example, instead of 80 customers we're going to service a day, where it could be 79, well, we can see that our net profits went down and our revenues went down. All right. Next is going to be, for this information page, in my most humble opinions, it's the heart and soul of the financial model for the food truck. It's broken into categories as well. Up here is going to be your daily sales. The next category is going to be your labor. And then the category after that is going to be your startup cost. Then we're going to have our monthly fixed cost. And then we have our growth rates down here. And then right here is going to be our loan information. All right, so when I work with a client and I'm helping them do their food truck and do their financial projections, the first thing I'm going to do is start with the daily sales. So with the daily sales, the three variables that we're going to be working with is going to be the number of customers that we're going to be dealing with per day. Price is going to be the average sales price per customer ticket. So if we have a customer who will come up to our window, what is the average price that they're going to spend on a soda, an entree, and then maybe a side? For this example, we're saving 70. And the percent of sales is our variable cost. How much does it cost us to provide $20 worth of food and beverages? In this example right here, we're saying that if for every customer we service, it's going to cost us $8, and we're going to be making our sales price is going to be $20. So for this right here, if our average sales price is going to be $15, then we just change that to 15. And again, our revenues and our net profits change accordingly. If we're going to be dealing with 100 customers instead of 79 per day, we're going to change that. And again, our net profits are changed accordingly. And if our variable costs are 35% instead of 40%, well, we'll change that as well. And again, the net profits and the revenues and all of the profit and loss statements and income statements, again, change accordingly. The next important aspect for a food truck is going to be the number of days in operations. If you're going to be working 6 days a week, then you're going to change right here to 6 instead of 5. And again, the profits update accordingly. Next section is going to be our labor. The labor section, first section right here for the salary is going to be your executive team and your ownership team, how much you're all getting paid on a monthly basis. So I estimate $2,500 for this particular scenario. Next is going to be the number of employees y'all are going to be having on your food truck. In this instance, I'm saying that you're going to have 2 employees at $15 an hour. At full-time, 40 hours a week. 172 is going to be broken into 40 hours on a weekly basis, or $172 hours on a monthly basis. Next is going to be your startup costs. Startup costs, the first 2 sections right here, is going to be your funding. So how much funding are you going to need? For this example, I'm saying that you're bringing to the table $25,000. And the loan amount is going to be $175, so we need a total of $200,000. Whatever these two numbers add up to, you want to make sure this number right here is equal to that. So let's say instead of $25,000, we're going to bring to the table $50,000. Well, the $50,000 and the $175 is $225, so we now need to add $25,000 somewhere else in order to equal it out. And what we'll do is we'll just throw it right here, and we'll maybe go $65,000. That's a little too high, so $60,000. So what we've done is we've added it to working capital. And so now, again, these two numbers right here are aligned. Our funding is now aligned with our startup cost. For the startup cost in this financial model, what I've done is I've estimated that the food truck's going to be about $60,000. Working capital is about $60,000 now that we bumped it up to $225,000. Back of house equipment is going to be about $20,000. Other equipment, $10,000. And then some other categories you're going to have is going to be training, menu design, website, inventory, supplies, advertising, office equipment, licenses, and the wonderful catch-all. Starting and running of food trucks is almost like having Christmas every month. There's always going to be some kind of surprise for you. And so you do need to budget and make sure that you have funds for that little surprise. And it always changes. The wonderful part is the surprise is always going to change. So make sure you have some money for your startup costs, for your miscellaneous. And next is going to be your fixed cost. So in the fixed cost section, if you have a food commissary, then you can go ahead and maybe put your food commissary information right there. And then utilities, your office expenses, your insurance, your accounting and legal, advertising, and other. Again, other is going to be for your surprises. Miscellaneous up here is for your startup cost surprises, and then down here on a monthly basis, other is for your monthly fixed cost surprises. Always, in my most humble of opinions, always make sure to have a little bit of a buffer on a monthly basis to get you through those surprises. All right, next is going to be tax rate. If your tax rate, I estimated about 20%. If it's a little bit higher or lower, make sure you change it accordingly. And then finally is going to be your growth rates. The first 5 growth rates right here is going to be your annual sale, your revenues for the next 5 years. So if you anticipate for the next year, for the first year, you're going to grow at about 25%. We'll put it there. And then again, year 2, 10%, 6%, 4%, and 3%. You can change these percentages around as much as you like, and that'll update your financial, again, your growth rates for your revenues accordingly. The final section is going to be the loan information section. Whatever number you put right here for the loan amount is going to automatically carry down here, and then you put your interest rate, 5%, and then a term. I'm using a 10-year term. Once you put that information there, the payment will calculate for you, and again, that information will be plugged into your financial projections. So just from this real quick review, it's taken us about 11 minutes and 30 seconds to just update your this particular food truck model to have our financial projections ready for our food truck. So it's a lot less than 30 minutes, and if you have this financial model, you'll be able to make a little bit of changes, use this as a tutorial, and boom, you're going to be off to the races with 12 months worth of financial projections here, and then the next 5-year projections here. So if this is going to be helpful, if you find that this financial model is going to be beneficial to your organization for your food truck, then what you can do is you can zip on over to my website at qualitybusinessplan.com/food truck business plan template. And on this template, on this page right here, you can go ahead and just click right here, and it'll take you to the web page to make a purchase. The purchase does include the business plan template for the food truck, as well as a financial model that I just reviewed with you. And then finally, to help you all complete your food truck business plan template, or to help you complete your financial projections for your food truck, I do have tutorials right here. And then I have even more tutorials broken into how to customize each section down here at the more business plan template tutorials. So hopefully this information is helpful. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. And if you feel that this financial model is going to be beneficial to you, zip on over to my website, make the purchase, and enjoy. All right. As always, have a fantastic day. Thank you.